Thanks for staying for sports, and we start today with the Big Sky High School cheerleading team. The Eagles earlier this week became just the second team ever from Montana to qualify for the National High School Cheerleading Championships. SWX Montana's Mohammed Ahmad spoke with the Eagles about their historic season and how they're preparing to compete on the national stage virtually very soon.
When I first took over, I had these big dreams of maybe someday doing this, and it's just crazy that it's actually happening. And I just had my dream team this year.
5 years after taking over as head coach, Amy Schott's Big Sky Eagles have soared to new heights they've set at their own discretion.
Way to drive, you guys. I don't have to ask them to work harder. I don't have to ask them to be dedicated. It's something they really want. Ready? 1, 2.
The Eagles qualified for nationals after submitting a video of a choreographed performance for their regional competition. And it all came together through competing with themselves sunrise after sunrise.
This is probably the strongest team that I have ever been a part of here. We butt heads with each other all the time, but then it ends up bringing us together even more as a team and as a family.
They've been bumping heads with COVID-19 even harder. Wearing masks have made practicing stunts and routines more difficult, but even more satisfying.
It gets kind of hard to breathe at times, but we'd rather wear a mask for a period of time and be able to practice together and still compete than have nothing at all. I just know that it makes this so much more rewarding.
It makes it just 1,000 times sweeter. The fact that we've still been able to power through and accomplish what we have, when there's some teams out there that still can't even practice together.
They'll feel even sweeter as they prep their next video submission for nationals.
We do have a lot of pride in ourselves because this is the first time that this has ever happened. It's especially for our school, for something like this to happen.
As with that one, large events being done virtually, many events being moved to other locations due to COVID-19, and one of those, a beloved tradition here in Montana, the Montana Pro Circuit Rodeo Finals, is being moved out of Great Falls. For the last 42 years, the finals have been taking place at the Four Seasons Arena in Great Falls, but because of COVID-19 restrictions and Cascade County establishing spectator limits due to the virus, the PRCA will be moving the finals to the Majestic Valley Arena in Kalispell on January 15th and 16th. Stensland said it definitely wasn't an easy decision, but it was one that was necessary.
PRCA was honest for need to make a decision what we're going to do. The folks at Majestic Valley Arena in Kalispell, they called and said we could have the rodeo there.
Sports seemingly still finding a way to continue, however, through the pandemic, and one of those is youth boxing. You may remember JoJo Martinez, the Billings boxer who won a national championship a couple of times, and she's still plugging away, trying to get better and better every day. I caught up with JoJo to see what the next progression has been in her young boxing career. When we first met JoJo, she was new to the sport, and yet she still won a national Silver Gloves title in her weight class. Since then, JoJo says she's learned when she works hard, she can achieve great things, and that is exactly what she's been doing, grinding in the gym, taking her training to the next level. Since August, the two-time national champion has defeated the top-ranked 95-pound fighter in the nation out of Washington, D.C., and in November, she took down a 4-time national champ from Denver.
There is not a lot of girls that box in Billings, so going around and meeting other people, knowing that they probably put in hard work as me, makes me want to get better and be the most hard worker in the room.
Wrestling season just around the corner as well. SWX's Elijah Collins caught up with the CMR Rustlers on their first day of intra-squad duel matches.
I just want to see him, wrestle hard for 6 minutes. We've paired up the matches where we think there's going to be some really good competitive matches, and we just want to see everybody give their best effort. And it's going to give us a barometer of things that we need to work on, and that's what's going to be great about this holiday break that we have coming up before competition, is we can hone in on those things.
While the real matchups are still weeks away, Jensen says there's a few things he would like to see in tonight's inter-squad and heading into the new season.
Basic fundamentals, great body position, attacking in every position that we have. The same things that we always do.
This year, the Rustlers program will be led by 7 returning state qualifiers and 2 seniors. They'll kick off the season on January 8th with a home opener against Belgrade starting at 4 p.m. In Great Falls, Elijah Collins, SWX.
Finally, a friendly reminder that we have some college basketball for you on Monday right here on SWX Montana. It's an early game at the Brick, noon tip-off as Montana State hosts South Dakota State. The Jackrabbits are tough, taking down a couple of ranked teams already this season. Bobcats coming off a 13-point win down in Portland. Again, this game tips off at noon on Monday. Tune in on channel 8.2, Spectrum Cable channel 503, or check it out on the Watch SWX app. Chris Byers on the call for that game. That's your check on sports today. We're right back after this.